Hi Libra, welcome to October. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. So this month we have a full moon in Aries, which is in your 7th house of partnerships, committed partnerships, both business and personal. And then we have a new moon in your sign. So the full moon is on the 1st and the new moon is on the 16th. It could be a new you or a new relationship. Mercury goes retrograde on the 13th of October, so that could bring some people from the past back into your life. Pluto goes direct on October 4th, after having been retrograde since like April. So that's going to be significant too. There could be some transformative changes happening in your life this month. So let's see what the cards say. What does Libra need to know about love and relationships for the month of October 2020? This is a tense month because of Mars squaring all the planets in Capricorn. And plus Mars is retrograde, so we don't have the energy to deal with all the stresses. So it's going to be a tiring month. A lot of frustration. Especially for the cardinal signs, and Libra is a cardinal sign. You've been getting battered by all this Capricorn energy and Aries energy. It's just been exhausting. But it will come to it will end toward the end of the year. Things will get better. We just have to get through October and a little bit of November, and then you should start to see a light at the end of the tunnel, hopefully. So let's see what the cards say. What does Libra need to know about relationships, love and relationships in the month of October 2020? What is coming up for Libra? What is coming up for Libra? What is coming up for Libra? The 10 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Star, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the 9 of Pentacles. So, you're starting out the month with the 10 of Swords. Something is ending. A cycle is ending. And you're not really happy. I mean, I think you're realizing that a certain phase of your life is over. So something is coming to an end. It could be a relationship, it could be a job situation, whatever it is, you have to accept this ending. Because you can go no more. It's like, don't give this any more energy. It's over. It's done. And you have the 4 of Cups here, so there's a sense of dissatisfaction and boredom. It's like, I know I'm not happy in my current situation, but I don't know if I'm ready to change it. So you're still like kind of holding on to the past. And things are being offered to you. You know, a cup is coming, love is being offered to you, other opportunities are being offered to you, but you're not interested. It's like, no, it's not what I'm looking for. Or you don't even know what you want. That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like, I know I'm not happy, but I don't really know what I want. And it's like you're not ready to let go. You have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a card of, it could be a job opportunity. Maybe something has been offered to you, but it's not quite what you wanted, or I don't know. You're just bored. It's like you're looking for something else, but you're not sure what that something else is. And you have the 5 of Cups in your recent past. So there is still, a sense of loss, a sense of regret. you're having regrets about the past, like there's certain things that you wished had ended a different way or had taken place in it. Like you maybe you were offered something and you didn't accept it, and you're feeling, well, I lost my chance. But really, with the Five of Cups, there's still hope in a relationship. If there's a relationship issue and you're not sure, like if something is a little bit shaky or you're not sure, maybe you feel like, well, I've lost my chance with this person. I think that there's still some chance, but you have to take action. Someone has to take action. You can't just sit on the fence crying over spilt milk. And another way that this could be interpreted is that you're focusing all your energy on the past and what you've lost, and you're not seeing the opportunities that are still available to you in the present. So there are still opportunities, or you can salvage something from the loss. But if you keep focusing on everything, if you're focusing on what's like water over the dam or under the bridge, whatever you want to say, it's a waste of energy because it's gone. You can't bring back the past. So holding on to the past, it's making you stuck. And it's like you're not turning around to see what's still out there for you. Now coming up in the future, though, this is an influence that's passing, so I think you're coming out of that energy. Coming up in the future, you have this Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor. So I feel like you could be on the edge, on the verge of having a new partnership come in with someone who's very stable, very down to earth. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Whoever this person is, they're a good worker, hard worker. They're someone you can depend on. The Emperor, though, this is about taking charge of your life and being disciplined and focused. This is the CEO card, the boss card. Maybe you're having to, some of you might have been offered a job where you're in a position of power, or you might be dealing with someone who's in a position of power or an executive. And this person is teaching you, you're learning lessons of how to be disciplined, how to create something stable and solid. If it's a relationship, then the Emperor could mean that you have the potential to create a new relationship that's very stable, very solid. If it's a career opportunity, so let's say you lost a job and now you're moving into a new situation, you have the potential to create something that's very secure and solid and that could lead to promotion. And but you have to take action. You have to act the part. You have to be the executive of your life. You have the Star here. The Star brings hope, but it's in your negative thinking sector. So there is opportunity out there for you, but you have to you have to believe in it. You have to believe in the possibility. Maybe a part of you is thinking, I had this loss and I'm never going to, love again, or I'm never going to have anything good happen to me again. But the Star is saying, no, there's hope. It may take time. It may be down the road. It may be in the future. Maybe it's not right now, but it will be. You have the potential to achieve a dream. But the Ace of Swords is here. That means that you have to have a new beginning in the way of your thinking. So the Aces are new beginnings, and the Swords are about thoughts and beliefs. So you're going to have a moment where you start to see things from a different perspective. And that's going to activate you to be a warrior and to go after what you want. So I think that after you, at some point you're going to realize, okay, I have to accept this ending. I have to accept it. I can't keep going what if and shoulda, coulda, woulda and all that. I have to just say, okay, it's over. I have to stop dwelling on the past. I have to stop putting my energy over something that's gone. I have to start focusing on the future. And where do I want to go from here? What's my new dream? Here's your dream. And then how do I work toward that dream? And here's the Ace of Swords. It means you have to take action. You have to be the Emperor in your life. You have to be the executive of your life. You have to be the person who builds something solid through discipline and focus. And you have this Page of Pentacles here. Maybe you have to learn some new skills. Maybe there are certain things, if you're starting a new job, It could be that this job is requiring certain things from you, and maybe you don't have the training, and you just need some more training. That's fine. It's going to bring new life and new energy to your life and to your career. If it's a relationship, the Page of Pentacles in your wish fulfillment sector means you have to be open to the new. And I think you're going to start to get that energy in this month, especially after the new moon in your relationship house, in your first house. I think the full moon, well, we'll get to that when I get to it, but the full moon in Aries is going to it's going to make you realize that something has ended, that something has come to completion. And then as you're processing that energy, then you have the opportunity with the new moon to have a new start. It's in your first house. Like, I want to be, have a new me. And the page is telling you, you have to be open to the new. You have to be open to learning new things. You have to be open to experiencing new things. You can't be locked in the past. You have to let go of that Ten of Swords energy. The good thing about the Ten of Swords is the worst is over. You can't get worse. Like, when you reach the 10, your troubles are over. They can't get any worse. You're at rock bottom. You can only go up. And if you notice, there's like a sun on the horizon here. This could be like a new dawn. So after the night is over, the nightmare is over, and now there's a new day. And you can build from this new day. You can, tomorrow is another day kind of thing. Where do I build from here? And you have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands is a success card. It means that whatever energy, if you put energy out there and you try to start something new, and you release this Ten of Swords energy, you say, okay, that's over, let me just clear the decks, let's start over. You're going to see results with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands means that whatever energy you put out there is going to start to come back. You're going to start to see. It's not like, a lot of people are afraid to try anything because they think, oh, what if I fail? Or what if nothing happens? That's not going to happen to you. You're going to have results, but you have to take action and you have to do something. You have this Nine of Pentacles. This was on the bottom of the deck. Maybe you're thinking about starting your own business, or you want to work in a capacity where you're not being micromanaged, where you can just do your own thing and take charge. You might be offered a job where you're a manager. They're wanting you to manage something. On the other hand, the Nine of Pentacles can mean that you've achieved a certain amount of security in your life. And maybe you're feeling lonely and you're saying, what good is having a nice house and, money in the bank if I don't have anyone to share it with? I think that's going to hit home this month. And you're going to feel like, well, maybe I need to get out there. And if you're not in a relationship, you might want to start something this month. So let's see what the astrology has to say. Where's my astrology stuff? Okay, so full moon in Aries is in your 7th house. That's the house of relationships, committed partnerships, business relationships as well. You're going to be seeing some truths around this full moon, especially because the full moon, you have Chiron there too in Aries. And Chiron is the wounded healer. So you're going to be dealing with wounds, something that, past pain, past hurt, a relationship where you felt wounded or hurt in some way. You're going to be healing that. It's giving you an opportunity to see the wound and to heal it, to come to completion with whatever has been hurting you, whatever wounds you have around relationships or partnerships. Uranus is in the 8th house, so that could bring sometimes unexpected financial support. Maybe you're getting an inheritance or some kind of financial payout. It could be a tax refund, it could be an inheritance, it could be an insurance payout, and it could be unexpected because Uranus is unexpected. But it could also mean Uranus also frees you from any kind of blockage. So if you're feeling stuck or trapped, Uranus comes along to release you from any kind of self-imposed prison that you've put yourself in. So it's possible if whatever you're losing, it's part of your destiny, so that because you've been holding on to something that's been stifling you, and it's time for you to break free and to experience something new, to grow. So in the 8th house, you could have issues around intimacy. There could be a relationship that develops suddenly that where you go deeper than you've ever gone before. Because the 8th house, you're confronting some of your darkest, the parts of us that we don't want to see. The dark side. Your fears, your demons, how you feel about sex, how you feel about intimacy, how you feel about, money, all the things that, like your partner's income. There could be some surprises around financial matters that come up around this full moon. Venus is in your 11th house, and it's trining Mars in the 7th house. So even though we have a lot of tension this month because of Mars squaring Saturn and all that, we do have love. There's a potential for love. Love is there to help us get through the challenges. So Venus in the 11th, that has to do with friendship and the groups that you belong to. You could find love through a friend or through a group that you belong to. Maybe a friendship turns to romance. And if it's trining Mars in your 7th, I feel like when Mars going through your 7th, you're going to put a lot of energy into relationships. I think you're wanting to have, to work on your relationships. For some of you, Mars can bring arguments. It's going to raise issues at least. So if there's something you're not speaking about, those issues are going to come up, especially at the full moon. And you might be arguing over something that you need. But on the other hand, it could also bring a sexual relationship or some kind of attraction if you're not in a relationship. Now, Mars is squaring Pluto and Saturn at the full moon. It's just like 1 degree away from Saturn, and it's a couple of degrees away from Pluto in the 4th house. So your home life has been a real burden to you lately. There might be a lot of work around the house. You've been doing a lot. Maybe you've been working from home, but you might also be working on your home. There could be a lot of maybe heavy responsibilities around the home. Maybe you're taking care of a parent. Pluto, there could be power struggles in the home. When Pluto goes through your 4th house, it brings up a lot of childhood issues, a lot of wounds around early childhood or programming around early childhood, connections with your mother. There could be something going on with your mother that's taking up a lot of your time, or you're having to process. It just makes you go deep. It's like your childhood patterns are coming to the surface. A lot of times we do things, you're kind of programmed by your parents, and then when you get on later in life, you realize, oh my God, I'm acting just like my mother. Or I always fought with my mother over this issue, and now I'm just like her, So those issues are coming up, and you have to deal with them and heal those wounds. You have to see them and heal those wounds from childhood. And Pluto's giving you that opportunity. And it's going to be work, because Saturn's there too. But you're ready to deal with that. It's Saturn is showing you the reality. Jupiter is there too, so you're having an opportunity to fix all that stuff around the home. To find the perfect home if you're looking for a home. Jupiter brings opportunity and expansion. And Jupiter is also sextile Neptune in your 6th house. So Jupiter is giving you an opportunity around work issues and and people that you work with, and even health issues. So Jupiter sextile Neptune, you can manifest a dream. You could find a dream job, or you could find a solution to a health issue. Mercury is in your 2nd house in Scorpio, so money is going to be an issue. You might be signing it. There could be some contracts that need to be signed, or some issues around money that you have to look at and communicate, maybe speak up about. Maybe you need a raise. Maybe you're doing all this work and you're not getting paid enough. Whatever it is, it's time. You better speak up before Mercury goes retrograde. Don't start a new job while Mercury's retrograde, or don't try to negotiate anything with Mercury retrograde. If you do, check all the details. Read the fine print. Because there could be a lot of room for misunderstandings, and make sure you're getting what you think you're getting. The new moon in Libra in your sign it's an opportunity for a new beginning, but it's opposed by Mars, and Mars is retrograding. So you could be feeling frustrated, like I want to start, this new beginning, but I feel blocked. I feel challenged by Mars. I want to get going, but then Mars is squaring Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in your 4th house. So it could be that responsibilities at home are interfering with your relationships, or you're wanting to take the initiative. Like if you're wanting to start a new relationship, but you've got all this work to do at home and you don't have time to get out there. Or you're arguing with your partner about what's going on around the house, So there's a lot of tension at this new moon. Even though usually Venus, the new moons are usually opportunities for a new beginning, this one comes with some tension. But that doesn't mean you can't start something. It just means that it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle to get things off the ground, especially because Mars is retrograding. And Mars retrograding in your 7th house, it could bring up some issues from the past, some conflicts from the past that you have to resolve around relationships. The only good thing about Mars, like if someone tries to attack you, or, because the 7th house is also the house of open enemies, with Mars retrograding, if someone initiates an attack against you, it's not going to be successful. So you have that favorable thing. Now, Venus is in your 12th house at this new moon. So you could have secret feelings for someone. Or you have feelings that you're not wanting to express. But these feelings are very intense because Venus is trining Pluto and it's trining Saturn. So you're having an opportunity. You really need to talk about your feelings this month, because they're very deep. They're running very deep, especially if they involve anything that has to do with the home, with the mother, family. You need to talk about it. So it might be a good idea to talk to a counselor, get those emotions out, deal with those issues, because it's just very heavy, and you could be being run by unconscious programming. So you want to get that out and heal it. Mercury in your 2nd house is going to be opposing Uranus in the 8th house. So there could be some surprise developments around financial support. Money. You could get an unexpected money. With Uranus, you never know. Money could come in, money could go out. You could inherit, you could, win a lotto or something, or you could get some kind of insurance payout. Maybe you get more than you thought you were going to get. Or these issues become more important. I feel like you're going to have to negotiate something around money at the end of this new moon. Maybe if it's a new job, you might be asked to sign a contract. There could also be some surprises with a partner's income, because the 8th house has to do with not the money that you earn. It has to do with your partner's. If you're in a relationship, like a marriage, your partner's income. If it's a job, it could be that your job, there could be some changes at the job where there's like financial issues. And you may have to renegotiate some kind of financial contract. But with Venus trining Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, there's a potential for you to have some type of relationship, to heal any wounds around relationship, or to create something solid and stable. But the feelings are very intense, and because you have Venus in the 12th house, I feel like you're not expressing those feelings. They're just simmering there in the 12th house. Maybe not even aware of the feelings because they're in the 12th house. So really get in touch with what you feel this month, and if there's someone you need to communicate those feelings to, don't be afraid to bring up sensitive topics. Don't be afraid to resolve those issues. Because you have, with Mars in the 7th, it's Mars is challenging you to speak up, to take action in a relationship situation. Whether it's business or personal, you have to take action. So make time for love. Even though you're busy with other things and family responsibilities, make time for love. That's my advice to you, Libra. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button or the subscription button. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. And I want to say thank you, everyone, and happy birthday if you're having a birthday this month. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for commenting. I love to read all your comments. And just hang tight. We'll get through this. If we can get through October, we can survive anything. Things will get a lot lighter toward the end of the year and the beginning of next year. This was just a bear of a year. I mean, we had a lot of rough aspects all year. And this is the last really tense month of the year. Probably the most intense, one of the most intense months. So just hang in there. And we'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.